Welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron, and we are playing Milwaukee again today. This should be the last game of a 3-game set before we host Washington. Sorry if you're hearing this on the mic, I'm just messing with the cable. So here is evening at Miller Park. The Brewers take the field, and so the Brewers have played us tough every game, but they can't score any runs against us. So we've, I think, won every game against them so far this year, and probably count the number of runs they've scored against us on one hand. And pitching for the Brewers today is Chris Capuano. I have actually seen him pitch live. He pitched a game in St. Louis, a very hot day, in one of the last years for Old Busch Stadium. Maybe it was the last year, actually, now that I come to think of it. Kester digs in here for the Squirrels, but Capuano was pitching for the Brewers that day, and that was the first game I'd ever been at where the home team had lost. Oh, don't see that too often in this game. Broken bat, ground ball. Prince Fielder picks it up and gets the out. Marvin batting right-handed today. Grounds that to Bill Hall, who picks it up and fires over for out number 2. Chief now at the plate. And that pitch too high. That one too far outside. Gets the call on that changeup. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Too far outside. Full count with 2 outs. Grounds towards short. Bill Hall picks it up, takes a step, and throws it over to end the top of the first. So 1-2-3 to start the game for Indianapolis. We move to the bottom of the first. Stitch will be on the mound for the Squirrels today. And, yeah, it was Capuano's first start of the season. Definitely not Stitch's, but you know, one of the things I never noticed about this game until I started doing this series. Anyway, Ryan Braun at the plate to lead things off for the Brewers. He has a 2-1 count. And he swings and misses to make it 2-2. Fouls that one away. We'll do it all again. Grounds that one towards first. Terry picks it up and steps on the base himself. 1 down, Ronnie Cedeno. He has his average back up over 200 after having a pretty good day yesterday. Stitch throws a slider on the outside, is able to get the call, then throws one inside to make it 2-1. Cedeno pops that one up. Joey's going to run in front of second base and make the play. 2 down now. Aramis Ramirez at the plate. He looks at strike 1. Looks at ball 1, a curveball in the dirt. Another curveball. This time Ramirez swings and misses. And that one in the dirt again. Ramirez does not chase it. 2-2 the count. Puts that fastball into the left center gap. Rolls to the wall. Marvin runs it down, but not before Ramirez can make that into a double. So we don't quite make the perfect first inning. Prince Fielder comes up to bat, 2 down, runner on second, and he looks at strike 1. And he's going to put that through the middle of the infield for a hit. That's going to score Ramirez RBI single for Prince Fielder, and I am pretty confident saying this is the first lead the Brewers have had against us all year. That'll bring Bill Hall to the plate. He looks at strike one. That one too high. Curveball in the dirt, 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss on a changeup. And looks at a fastball down the middle for strike three. That will end the inning, but not before Milwaukee can grab a lead. It's Indianapolis 0, Milwaukee 1. And Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels here in the second. He swings and misses at the first pitch, and then watches the next one go by for an 0-2 count. Hits that one right at Cedeno at second. He gets it over for the first out. Frank at the plate now. And he looks at an outside changeup for strike one. Pops that one foul, and it does just make the screen behind home plate. Fouls that one down the first base line. Still 0-2. And that'll be good for a hit into left field. One out single for Frank. That'll bring Tom to the plate. And he's going to put one through the left side of the infield for back-to-back singles. Only one down. Zach at the plate with two runners on. And he's going to put that into center field for a hit. Frank is going to stop at third. So base is loaded for Joey. Not a grand slam threat, but he has been hot at the plate, so he might drive in a couple here. Oh, hits it just foul, just barely on the wrong side of first base. That was almost a big hit. Instead, he swings and misses for out number 2, and that'll bring Stitch up to the plate with 2 outs, and the base is loaded. And he does not come through with a hit. Lines it to second base. Cedeno handles it easily. So a big threat there from the Squirrels, but snuffed out by the Brewers before anything can come of it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Brewers still up 1-0. And Van Hecken will lead off things for the Brewers. He looks at strike one. And he swings and misses at strike two. Swings and misses strike three. Gabe Kapler at the plate now with 1 out. And he swings and misses. Stitch has suddenly found his groove, it seems. 0-2 on another swing and a miss. And looks at strike 3. 2 outs for Tony Gwynn Jr. And he looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. And that one too low. Gwynn doesn't go after it. He's not swung this whole at bat, I don't believe. Does swing at that one. Pops it up to Kester at second. And that will end the inning. We're through 2. Squirrels 0. Brewers 1. The Squirrels will be back at the top of their order. Kester grounded out his first time up. Broke his bat in the process. Looks at strike 1. And puts that one. Oh, Capuano gets a glove up and is able to redirect it right to Bill Hall. I thought it was a hit off the bat, but instead, out number 1 on a 1-6-3 putout. So Marvin at the plate now. He's at a 1-1 count. Hits that one towards third. Right on the line, but Ramirez able to scoop it up and get it over for out number 2. Chief at the plate now. He grounded out last time up. And he puts a charge into that, but it's going to curve foul down to left-hand side. 1-2 the count. Make that 2-2. That pitch in the dirt. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Top of the order, not looking too great here for the Squirrels today. We'll move to the bottom of the third, still 1-0 Milwaukee. And Capuano will lead things off for the Brewers in the third. Naturally making his first at bat on his first start. He pops that foul down the third base line. Chief just out of his reach. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring Ryan Braun back up for his second time. He grounded out last time and swings and misses here. Another swing and a miss. And looks at a curveball for strike 3. Nobody on, 2 down. Ronnie Cedeno up now. He looks at ball 1. Fouls that one away. 1-1 the count. Looks at strike 2. That one outside. 2-2. Grounds that one shallow to third. Chief picks it up, fires over just in time, and that will end the first third. Squirrels 0, Brewers 1. As we move into the fourth inning, Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels. He grounded out his last time up. It was after he got out that the rally that wasn't started. Puts this one into deep center. Gwynn goes back, and he is able to make the play right at the warning track. 1 down now. Frank, he started the bases loaded but no more rally. He's got a 2-0 count to start this at bat. Make it 3-0. Puts a bat onto that one. That's going to be into left center for a, looks like a double. And it is. Frank slides in. Could have stood up if he wanted. So 1 on, 1 out. Tom puts one into, we'll call it right center. And that's enough to score Frank, and that will tie the game. So 1-1 now. Tom on first. Zach at the plate. 1 down. And we have a 1-1 count on Zach. And Zach will put it into shallow right for a hit. Tom's going to try for third. Cedeno throws over and not in time. Frank makes it in there. Runners on the corners for Joey. Still only 1 out. He struck out in a big spot last time up. Gets a hit with this one, though. That'll bring Tom in to score. The Squirrels take the lead. 2-1 now. Stitch at the plate. He's showing bunt with 1 out. He does get that first bunt down. It's well placed. But Capuano able to pick it up and make the play. So a successful sacrifice. That'll bring Kester up to the plate with 2 runners in scoring position. 2 outs, though. He has a 1-1 count to start here. Make that 1-2 after fouling that off into the dugout on the first base side. Grounds that towards first. Fielder picks it up, and that is the end of the top of the fourth. But not before Indianapolis can score 2. So your score now, Indianapolis 2, Milwaukee 1. And as we go to the bottom of the fourth, the Ramos Ramirez will lead things off. He had a solid doubles last time up. Fouls that one off. He's got an 0-2 count. Lines that in the left. It will get down for a hit. Frank seemed to be playing him fairly deep. And probably for good reason. Prince Fielder at the plate. He drove in Ramirez last time up. Has an 0-2 count at the moment. Stitch winds and delivers. Oh, after I just said we never see broken bats, there's another one from Fielder. Grounds that one sharply towards first. Harry picks it up, throws to second to get the lead runner, but that's all we will get. So that'll bring up Bill Hall. 1 on, 1 out. And he has an 0-2 count. That changeup too high. That's a high pop fly in the left, but it'll get down for another single. That'll bring up Van Hecken, who he struck out last time, but he has had a pretty good series against us. He's got runners on first and second, only one out, but an 0-2 count. And he's going to line that towards short. Joey grabs it, throws it back to second. And that will be the end of the inning. So some not so great base running there. It ends the inning for Milwaukee. We'll go to the fifth inning. Indianapolis 2, Milwaukee 1. And Marvin will lead things off here in the fifth, and he takes a strike to open the frame. Pair of sliders has him down 0-2. And a changeup makes it 0-3, one down. Chief at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. That slider too low. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Grounds that one towards third. Ramirez picks it up, gets it over for out number 2. Capuano seeming to shrug off last inning pretty easily. He's dealing with Terry now, and he puts the first pitch in for a strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And line towards short. Bill Hall short hops it, throws it over, and ends the top of the fifth. Still 2-1 Indianapolis. 7-8-9 coming up for the Brewers in the bottom of the fifth. And Gabe Kapler will dig in and ready himself. And he looks at strike 1. Swings and misses, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tony Gwynn Jr. now at the plate. He flew out last time up, though I don't really remember where off the top of my head. As he fouls that pitch off. That makes the count 0-2. That pitch too far outside. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 out for the pitcher spot. Capuano struck out last time up, though I don't think anybody's upset at him for that. Although in reality, I think he was a pretty good hitting pitcher, if I remember right. Has a 1-2 count in this at-bat. And he swings and misses at a curveball, and that will end the fifth. We move into the sixth inning. Still Indianapolis 2, Milwaukee 1. And Frank will lead things off for the Squirrels here in the sixth. He's got a single and a double so far. 0-2 count here. And Capuano retires him with a strikeout looking. Tom also has yet to be retired. And he looks at ball 1 to open this at-bat. Looks at strike 1. That one too far inside. 2-1 the count. That one in the dirt. 3-1. And Tom will take a walk. 1 on, 1 out. Zach at the plate. He's got a pair of singles today. Pulls that one hard down the third base line, but foul. Flies that one into left. Braun under it. Frank was standing on second base, but he gets back easily. Or sorry, that was Tom, not Frank. Anyway, 1 on, 2 out now for Joey. He has not gotten... Well, no, he did get hit last time up. So he's 1 for 2 today. Tom takes off. Van Hecken cuts him down. I don't know what's happening there. Van Hecken's thrown out every runner we've sent at him. And yet we keep running. So that ends the top of the sixth before it can really get going. Still 2-1 Indianapolis. And the Brewers will open up their half of the sixth at the top of their order with Ryan Braun. That pitch too far outside. Swing and a miss, strike one. And Braun's going to put that into shallow right or shallow right center, however you want to draw that line, but however you draw it, it's a hit. Cedeno showing bunt, pulls back for a called strike, puts the bunt back out there, again pulls it back, but this time gets the call. 1-1 the count. Stitch again does not throw him a strike. Finally, he gets a bunt down on the ground. Tom picks it up, throws to first for that out. So successful sacrifice. That puts Ryan Braun on second with only one out and a hot Aramis Ramirez at the plate. Grounds that one to short. Joey throws over to first for the second out. Braun has to stay put at second. And that will bring up Prince Fielder with 2 outs. And he looks at a curve for strike 1. Swings and misses for strike 2. And then swings and misses for strike 3. And that ends the 6th. So the Brewers do threaten, but nothing comes of it. We're 2/3 through the game. Indianapolis 2, Milwaukee 1. And Joey will be at the plate after Tom gets thrown out stealing. And that first pitch too low. Hits that one through the left side hole. That's good for a single, and that will bring up the pitcher's spot, which I believe, are going to turn to Miyake for pinch hitter. Haven't seen him at the plate in a minute. So, 1 on, nobody out. Miyake at the plate, and he looks at strike 1. Swings and misses, 0-2. And that one will be a hit into right field. Joey's going to go to third. And that'll leave runners on the corner, still nobody out. Kester at the plate. He looks at strike 1. Swings and misses, strike 2. Swings and misses, strike 3. Again, the top of the order not looking good for the Squirrels today. And Miyake took off for second. He gets thrown out. Again, we keep trying to steal on Van Hecken, and he keeps showing us why that's a bad idea. So Marvin now at the plate with 2 outs, and he drives that into right field for a hit, so he will score a run. And that brings Chief up to the plate. He looks at strike 1. Swings and misses, 0-2. Oh, and Capuano, apparently that's the end of his arm. Brewers will turn to David Risky to try to get out of this inning. Does inherit a favorable count, though, so that's something. 0-2 the count, 2 down. Runner on first. Chief the batter. Grounds the first pitch to third. He didn't really have an option to take pitches. Ramirez makes the play, and that gets us to the stretch. It's 3-1 Indianapolis, and here is the song. All right, we move into the bottom of the 7th. Chief actually made that last out. We'll let Miyake play third. We'll see how that works out. Johnston will come on to see if he can get through the 7th inning and get things to the back end of the bullpen. Bill Hall will lead off in the Brewers' half of the 7th. And he takes a ball to open the at-bat. Johnston gets the call on that low fastball. And gets a call on a slurve. 1-2 the count. Bill Hall finally swings the bat but comes up empty. One down, Van Hecken at the plate. He's not gotten a hit today. Looks at ball 1. Fouls that one off his foot. Looks at strike 2. Swings and misses, strike 3. 0-2 the count, Gabe Kapler at the plate. And he looks at ball 1. Johnston gets the call on a sinker, 1-1. That sinker didn't sink, but Kapler came up empty on his swing. And swings and misses again for strike 3. So Johnston strikes out the side in the 7th. Good outing from him. We'll move into the 8th inning. Still Squirrels 3, Brewers 1. And Terry, who has not gotten a hit yet today, will lead off things here in the 8th. And David Riskey will pitch to his first clean batter. Gets a ground ball to third, and Ramirez gets it over for the out. Frank at the plate now. And he puts a charge into that one. That's going to get down into left center. He makes the turn for second and does get in there safely. So he's got a pair of doubles today to go along with the single. Good day for Frank. And that'll bring Tom up. He still has not been retired today. And that's still true as he puts one into right center. That's going to score Frank. And Tom is going to stop at second. One down, runner on second. Zach at the plate. This part of the order has had a very good day. He looks at strike 1. Lines towards third, but within Ramirez's grasp. So that'll make 2 down for Joey. Runner on second. He looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swings and misses, strike 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Now 4-1 Indianapolis. And we are going to turn to Hermida. Still a save type situation. Gonna see if Miyake can play some short stuff. Actually, let's have him play second. Kester's actually rated for shortstop. So Hermida comes into the game to try to do his setup job, and he will start off against Tony Gwynn Jr. He's flown out and struck out today. Starts off with the ball here. Takes a call on the curveball. Swings and misses on a fastball. Goes back to the curve and comes up empty. 1 down. The Brewers are going to let Risky hit for himself. A little surprising given they're down 3 runs and there's only 1 out. He grounds back to the pitcher. Hermida picks it up and there's 2 down. Ryan Braun at the plate now. He did single last time up. Takes a ball on a curve here. So Hermida throws that big looping curveball. Puts that one in the dirt. 2-0. Gets a call on a low fastball. 2-1. Gets a call on a curve. Braun didn't like it. 2-2. Swings and misses, and that's the end of the inning. We move into the 9th. Indianapolis Squirrels 4, Milwaukee Brewers 1. And Miyake will lead things off for the Squirrels here in the 9th. He looks at ball 1. Takes strike 1. Hits that one towards second, and it does get through the middle of the infield for a base hit. Miyake leadoff single. Kester at the plate. He's showing bunt. Maybe for the best. He's not had a good day at the plate. Gets it down. Fielder picks it up and tags Kester out, but it does move Miyake over to second. Marvin at the plate, now batting left-handed to see if he can ruin the save opportunity. He's got a 1-1 count after that foul ball. That one too far outside. Hits that one towards short, and it does get through the hole on the left-hand side. Marvin's going to advance on the throw to third. So runners on second and third. And I believe that will bring Sweeney into his spot. He came in last inning as part of the double switch. So 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch well outside and high. Sweeney pops that one up to second. That's not going to be enough to advance anybody. 2 down, Terry at the plate. Terry clubs that one towards right, but Kepler's got a beat on it, and he is able to end the inning. Thought it might have been a little deeper off the bat, but nothing doing ultimately in the 9th inning. We move to the bottom of the 9th. Indianapolis Squirrels 4, Milwaukee Brewers 1. Shibuya will come into the game. And what we want to do here. We'll have Phil come in to play second. Let Miyake play first. So Shibuya in to try to nail down another save. He's not given up a run yet this inning. He's looked shaky at times, but nobody's gotten across the plate this year. And Cedeno will lead off for the Brewers. And he's got a 1-1 count. Grounds that one foul, 1-2. Looks at strike 3, 1 down. Aramis Ramirez, he's doubled and singled today. He looks at strike 1. Looks at ball 1. Looks at strike 2. Doing a lot of looking. Fouls that one off. Finally swings the bat. Swings and misses. Strike 3. It's down to Prince Fielder. An RBI single his first time up and hasn't done much since. Grounds that one. That will get through the left side of the infield for a base hit. Bill Hall at the plate. He's singled once today. Still 2 outs. He grounds towards first. Miyake picks that up and gets the out. And that is the ball game. Indianapolis Squirrels 4, Milwaukee Brewers 1. Really more of the same story. The Brewers just can't cash in their chances. So we look at a few highlights here. All right, Joey gets the player of the game nod with his RBI hit in the 4th inning. And just was informed that was Shibuya's 15th save already this season. So pretty good way to start the month of May. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, subscribe, ring the bell. I haven't said that one yet, I don't think. I don't even know if I have a bell. But if it's there, ring it. Why not? Otherwise, we are back home tomorrow against Washington, so we hope to see you there.